welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles coming up next.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs, but Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, here's Hurts. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. Big gain downfield. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when he could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone he had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On the option, here's Gibson. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. May. That's complete to Juju. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That's the long-tenured Brandon Graham with the stop.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
May not a throw on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. He's throwing deep to the left side. Brought in inside the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a 13-0 lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that is a rough one, Brock. It came down well short of that 20-yard line minimum he needed, so this drive going to begin from the 40-yard line instead. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here.
Automatic first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. May on 1st and 10. Brought in by Juju. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. On the gun, it's May. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. He stays up. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Patriots will be backed up pretty deep to start the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. He'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's May. He's on the move. He can run it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes again. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? On play action, here's May. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles get to it! And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown! The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? It's usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. And the pass is the right call on the 2-point try, but we've got laundry on the field, so let's listen. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. To the air on first down, May. Wow, it's free again! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down the distance.
On second down, it's Stevenson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. They get 9 yards back, but 3rd and 11 still to come. Going play action, May. He's going deep this time. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. The Patriots have their punting unit out. Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. From the 27. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Off his back foot, hurling this deep. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incomplete.
It's a fake from deep on their own half. And the fake's not going to pay off as that winds up incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Gonna start things off with a sweep. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Here's Gibson on 2nd down. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. May now from the gun. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it. Wow, it's free again! And the Eagles get to it! Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races! At the 20. And he's in for the big play touchdown! Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is gonna count.
Holding offense.
So that flag is declined, and now that's going to force this offense into a 4th and goal decision. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Oh, look at this. They're faking it. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he tried to finesse that one far too much. It doesn't come close to the landing zone, so set this drive up at the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. They'll start this series with an option left. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Devin White hauls him down. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. May looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. That was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's going to push one deep down the right. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The tight end gets it on the fake. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down, they go back to Stevenson. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's brought down for a loss. That's the end of one here in Super Bowl 59. A whole lot to nothing is our score. We'll return to New Orleans right after this. Welcome back. The team is set, so let's get back to it. 2nd quarter of Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. Trying for the deep ball. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Third down and 12 yards to go.
Hurts looking to throw. He's trying another one deep. That's cut at the 25. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kent, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Barkley runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles continue dominating in our opening half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw for May. Forced out. Wow, it's free again! And the Eagles get to it! And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, Hurts heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
You know, a couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away. With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
They connect on the deep shot. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow their lead off the turnover. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. And that is his third touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Flip to the kicker. Oh, he's running! And the fake proves to be a very bad decision. They brought him down way outside of the end zone.
I know these special teams coaches spend all week trying to find a little weakness, and I guess they saw something on film they may have liked. But I think this serves as a reminder, if you want to get to, try the conversion from the 2-yard line next time.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And this one will not make it to the landing zone. So the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. Slot man in motion left. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he was just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
This is Stevenson heading right. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Josh Sweat making the stop. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. To throw, here's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Another punt coming up. Bryce Behringer to do the honors again. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. There has been nothing that can stop them, so we got to assume this drive, Brock, likely going to end in a touchdown as well. First down throwing for Hurts. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
There was a window there for a moment. But boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. Has a man, it's Brown. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 now from the 30. Running back sent in motion. First and 10, here's Hurts. Gets himself free. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He puts everything behind this one. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
They kick the running back in motion. On third down, it's Hurts. He's looking deep once again. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thought he had a touchdown there. So second down coming up. Hurts throwing again. He hucks it deep off his back foot. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. This is a 39-yarder from the left hash. It didn't look great, but it still counts all the same as this one goes through bottom right.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give him the ball at the 40-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. May on 1st and 10. Henry on the catch. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Evan White hauls him down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a New England 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Gibson. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Now Hurts. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Hurts to throw. He's loaded another one up. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Pats will take over. The New England offense running out now. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. They've got 1st down from the 31. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Running it again with Gibson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Avonte Maddox up for that tackle. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Gibson here from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Man in motion here. Throwing here, Hurts. Throwing it deep off his back foot. Big gain downfield. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Here's Hurts. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Boy, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
On second down, here's Barkley. He breaks the tackle. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Hurts. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't
They flip it to the kicker. And they were all over this one. They stop him short in the fake fail. The fake field goal does not get it done. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Just another circumstance of a very well-coached group defensively. Awareness, game situations, knowing the moment. What an excellent job there to be in position to stop that fake and really turn the momentum around.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And he gets him around 6 there. Sidney Brown in on that stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They get 13 on the pickup. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. With Kobe Dean in on the tackle. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Tight end going in motion here. Stevenson gets it on 3rd down. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Devin White hauls him down. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
On play action, here's May. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's calling his own number again. We are at the 2-minute warning. The Patriots trailing on the scoreboard.
And 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. From the gun, it's May. Escapes the pocket. And they give to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Okay, you can give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
A 56-yard attempt.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Hurts setting up to throw. He's trying to go deep again. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Hurts. He's trying another one deep. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? They chose the wrong play off that.
And we've seen this before. It's a fake. Went for it on the fake, but he couldn't connect with his man. Incomplete. The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. New set of downs for him from the 46. To the air on 1st down, May. And down he goes, the Eagles got him! Timeout taken by the Patriots, they're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Everyone's prepped, it's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Getting out to his left. He's running for it. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Hurts now from the gun. And he will go down. The Patriots make the play. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again, and a massive sack on first down. That's the right way to begin this series defensively.
There he goes, right sideline. Hits the 20. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And no, they faked it! And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. So we have reached halftime in Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback. That's Jalen Hurts. He was nothing short of amazing, throwing 4 touchdown passes to help push his guys out to a sizable halftime lead.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. This one not close to where it had to go. This drive is going to begin from the 40. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Made a throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from the 41. May now from the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Offense to the line for second down. Trying again following the sack. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down. May now. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. So out now comes the punter. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. That's taken at the 15. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And the Eagles will take possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Motioning left is their running back. From the pistol, Hurts. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And disaster averted, he knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. He's looking deep once again. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. It's a fake pitch into the tight end. And he isn't going to reach the end zone, but hey, if that's the only thing that goes wrong, this game has been A-okay. The 2-point try fails. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw for May. Wow, it's free again! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
The give inside to Stevenson. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Avonte Maddox up for that tackle. It's a gain of 6, and now they face a daunting 3rd and 14.
That's a gain of 6. Next is 3rd and 14.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time. Wow, it's free again! And the Eagles get to it! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. First down, ball at the 36. They'll go from the gun with Barkley.